the UK's biggest chart show. It's Will Manning, and joining me in the studio right now, I'm going to say it, one of the people I'm most excited about in a very long time. Sienna Spiro, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the chart.
So happy to be here.
Flying up it, by the way. I mean, you know this. Do you keep track? Because some artists pretend to be so cool they don't care about the chart. Which camp do you fall in?
Well, now I feel like I can't say it. You've kind of set me up for failure. I don't, but I have people that do and let me know. I'm not really sure where to look, to be honest.
Fair enough.
But I have somebody
Google?
that lets me know when something happens, and it's very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm very new to this whole thing, so I'm not really sure. There's like midweeks, and then and I'm not sure what
There's
happens.
a lot to take in.
But it's lovely.
It's a couple of different charts as well.
Different charts, I'm not sure what they mean, different colours.
Don't worry about the other ones.
I'm not sure.
Don't worry about the other ones. I do want to take a moment to appreciate how insane the last year has been for you. Because this in front of me is someone's maybe like 10-year career. But I think this has happened in like the last 18 months.
Yeah.
So the debut EP, Sink Now Swim Later, that came out in Feb this year. The Summer I Turned Pretty used your song, Stole the Show, which
Crazy.
everyone was going nuts for because that was like the show of the summer.
It was.
You've played countless amount of festivals. You've done some incredible intimate shows from what I've seen as well. Teddy Swims gigs, US, Sam Smith, New York, the Gap Christmas campaign. How have you done that in such a short space of time? Do you even know yourself?
Not quite sure. I don't know. It's like, I really think this is like so beyond like what I thought was like possible.
Yeah.
That it's just hard to like think about it. It's like hard to like know what to think. I think I'm so grateful, and like I really had a moment, like especially recently, where I just like actually felt so much gratitude. It made me sick. But
You were sick from gratitude?
No, literally. I had
Wow.
a thing. I was, because obviously, I'm so grateful for everything, but like I don't think I've ever felt it. I sang with Sam, and after that, I like went home and I was on my own. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be sick. I can't, like, I couldn't even, like, I felt it in my chest. But I don't know. I'm just trying to be present and trying to like understand and just enjoy it.
That's good. Yeah, because I mean, the amount of people that have been on this show and they were just like, I guess the second time round of their career, they were like, I wish I just enjoyed it the first time. I wish I got to take in those moments.
Yeah.
So that's good that you're aware of that already and you're equipped for it. Has there been a moment that you've been most proud of from the last 18 months? Like the one thing that stands out the most?
I think it's the one I just told you.
The Sam Smith one.
That was like, so to me, like anything to do with other musicians and other artists is just so nerve-wracking to me.
Yeah.
And I feel so like honored to like be in the presence of another musician. And Sam, we all did, but I literally grew up listening to Sam and singing their songs. And especially, the one we sang, Lay Me Down, like I've been singing that since I was so young. I was like shocked.
I can tell you're still in shock.
I am still in
like,
shock.
even talking about it.
I'm like,
A lot of people are saying that you'd be the perfect girl for the Bond theme. How do you feel about that? Because that must be another overwhelming thing to add to the already crazy list.
I have like a couple dreams. It's that and the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And then I can die. Bye.
Don't.
Truly.
Let's not kill it off too quick.
No, it's perfect.
Because that will happen sooner than you think, I imagine.
No. It can't. You have to wait.
Why can't it?
Because even though you can do things, you shouldn't do them. You should wait.
Okay.
There's like a right time to do things.
How will you know when it's the right time for you to do that? If say they
The
text
Bond
you...
song? No, that's not my choice. I'm actually talking about the other thing.
Okay,
Bond song,
fine.
if they ask me...
You're taking that
then
tomorrow?
great. I've been practicing. I wrote a song recently. It's like my audition. Someone send it to Barbara, please.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I just, it's like my biggest dream.
That's so exciting.
I think it is my biggest dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am so excited for when that happens.
I
Because
really
it
hope
absolutely
so.
will. What about, did Sam give you any advice on that? Because obviously they've done it.
Yeah, they gave, well, no, not on that specifically.
Okay,
I actually should have asked. There.
What about Teddy Swims? How did you guys first connect?
We connected on tour.
Okay.
And he was so sweet and so kind, and he has such a lovely like group around him, and his band is so lovely. And it was like my first time like being on an actual tour.
What was the catering like?
It was really good.
Yeah? That's always the
It
best
was
part. Apart from
really
being on stage,
good.
obviously.
No, I think that might be the best part. I think you might be right.
Go on, what was on the menu?
They had this chicken, and I love when people have tahini, and they had tahini on a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Okay,
They had
good.
a sweet potato. They had a Victoria sponge.
They were spending cash.
They had a Victoria sponge, and I was like, wow, way to make a girl feel at home.
How do you know about this? Yeah.
Like, how did you
Of course,
know?
because that was in America, right?
Why are we in Pittsburgh having a Victoria sponge cake?
Whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It was fab.
That's really cool. Right, let's talk about Die on This Hill.
Yes.
Because I feel like this is the perfect time to release a record like this because the UK females, the big powerhouses are just dominating. Yourself, Olivia, Sky Newman, Ray. What do you think? Is there something in the water right now? Why are we suddenly accommodating these kind of records?
I think the UK has always been on it with things like this. I think the rest of the world is finally like understanding of what the UK has already understood,
Right.
I think. And, Ray and Olivia have been around for so long.
Yeah.
Like, I was listening to Olivia, in school, and I was just so shocked that she didn't have more recognition. And I think it's so great to see the way people love real music now and like real instruments and real voices and, proper songwriting. And I think it's like refreshing to see, I think there was a time where I think people were just like confused what was happening. Because I think a lot of things changed. But now, all those people you mentioned, I'm like huge fans of. I love Sky. Like, I
She's
love
incredible,
Sky
isn't she?
so much.
I think a lot of people are like craving just authentic, real, raw music, and yours is that through and through.
Thank you.
If you were to like do an Avengers assemble of the vocal powerhouses, who would you want on stage with you?
Oh, come on. Can I like it? Not me though. I can like choose.
Well, you're on stage already,
So I can choose
so
another
it's you
3.
plus 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Adele.
Great shout.
And we talking about like the strongest. Are we talking about the vocals I love the most?
Whatever you want.
Oh my God, I can't. I'm cracking.
You and Adele would be enough, to be fair.
No. There's just so many. I mean, we probably need like a man in there. Or maybe just females. Maybe we just need females.
Forget the men. They've had their time.
Okay, Adele, Ray,
Yep.
maybe Billie.
Yeah. Okay.
We need that
Nice.
texture.
Yeah.
And I love her voice.
Great.
So I think that's my answer.
Adele, Ray, Billie, yourself.
Oh,
That's selling out tickets
but
rapid.
there's so many.
There's
so
no
many
right
more.
or wrong. This is your answer for this moment.
Okay, for this moment,
That's fine.
yes.
That's fine. What about the artists you've met along the way in the last 18 months? Have any of those become good friends along the journey? Because you were saying how even being in the same room as an artist is crazy, but have any of them like becoming, part of your life now?
I mean, there's been a few that have just like been so kind and people that I just like didn't expect to reach out and been so like, offered such great advice and like just like quietly, I really appreciate that kind of stuff.
And has anyone reached out about Die on This Hill and you're like, oh my God, they've heard it?
Actually, yeah.
Go on.
Sabrina actually messaged, which was like so kind of her.
It's
She sent
reached that
such
level.
a sweet message, like really like so kind and so like, she did not need to do that and just said some really nice things about Down This Hill and you stole the show. And that was crazy. It hadn't even
Awesome.
come out yet.
Mic drop. You've made it. Hadn't even come out yet.
No.
Wow, just from the teasers alone.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. But yes, you can clap. I saw you wanted to clap. You're getting used to people clapping for you? That's weird, isn't it? Just people clapping on demand. Obviously, like in an audience, but in a room like
Is that
this.
weird? Clap.
More clapping. Enough.
Thank you.
It is weird, isn't it?
Strange.
Strange.
Can't say it's normal.
Welcome to the UK's biggest chart. We are strange. Well, let's talk about this song then, because it is incredible,
Thank
and
you
I'm
so
I'm
much.
obsessed that I get to play a song like this on the radio.
you.
Amongst the K-pop demon hunters, I've got Sienna Spiro. What I mean is, there's something for everybody.
You need one of those like crash sounds.
Sorry, I'm dropping bombs. How long did this song take to write? How long has it been in your life before we all got to hear it?
Well, it really didn't take long to write, but to finish, it took ages. It was like 9 different versions.
Wow.
It was really fast at one point. It was like a Lauryn Hill vibe at one point. Then it was just like
Wow.
acoustic guitar. And then it was, back to a ballad. Then it got really fast and we were trying to record a live band with like trumpets. And then it was like a Silk Sonic kind of thing. It saw the world. It did everything. But I think
They all need to see the light of day, by the way, at some point. They all need to see the light of day.
No. We refined.
Okay.
We refined. I mean, maybe one of them. One of them's kind of funny.
I can really imagine the Silk Sonic vibe.
I'll play it to you after.
Okay, cool.
It's like really funny to hear it in that way, but because originally it was written as a ballad, and then we were like, no. I've like never had a song that's been through that much change, because I think it's hard to hear a song a different way sometimes after you write it, and it takes a lot of like uncomfortability to get used to it. I think in different formats, I'd say, and I think we knew that it felt special, but the way it kind of like came to how it is now is I was just like, it's definitely not a ballad. No way. I have too many ballads, need a live band. I went to LA to record it with a band. And then the guy I worked with was like, just try it. And I was so stubborn, again, as you can tell, wrote the song.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, not doing it. And then I sat with Michael and we just played it 6 times, just us two at the same time. And I thought it was terrible. I was just like, I can't hear this anymore. And then we moved on to something else. And then we came back and we listened to it and we both just like, all sat there in silence. And I was like, sorry, I was wrong.
Stunned. Oh, sorry, I was wrong.
I was like, sorry.
Does it take a lot of you to admit you're wrong when it comes to your music?
You can't. I used to be like that. It's really not helpful. You have to have no ego. It's really like the death of creativity if you have any ego.
Totally. Well, that's phenomenal. And this is the end result.
This is the end result
that we've got today.
Another sad ballad.
Officially the UK's biggest chart show.
The EE Official Big Top 40.